the TV, flash TV audio.
Previously on Celebrity Final Fantasy VI. Terra, a young girl who's lost her memory and was controlled by the Empire, attempted to escape the town of Narsh after an encounter with a frozen Esper freed her from the Empire's control. Together with Loke, a rogue with a past, she made her way to Figaro Castle, where the enigmatic, womanizing King Edgar defied the Empire to rescue them both and take them to South Figaro to meet the returners. They arrived, now accompanied by Edgar's kung fu monk brother, Sabin, just in time to discover that South Figaro had been attacked and the Empire were on their way. Loke snuck into South Figaro and slowed the Empire down as much as he could, and in doing so rescued General Celes, one of the Empire's 3 generals who had now turned traitor. Meanwhile, travelling to Narsh along the River Leth, the party were ambushed by a mischievous octopus by the name of Ultros. In fighting them, Sabin was separated from the party and had to make his own way to Narsh the long way round. There he was accompanied by a ninja named Shadow and the last retainer of King Doma, Cyan Garamond, who watched as his entire castle and family were poisoned and killed by the evil Empire General Kifka. Having escaped an Imperial camp and made their way through the Phantom Forest, Cyan and Sabin now leap from the barren falls in order to arrive on the shores of the Veldt, a wild land where monsters from all over the world gather. But what next lies in store for them on their way to Narsh? And what of our other 3 heroes? How will they find their way into the town? We find out as Celebrity Final Fantasy VI continues. Checking. Yes! Haha! It's working! I'm quite happy with that. I'm very happy with the intro. Although the recap was not my best work. The doing the voice for that. Let's just say I did it unscripted and just messed with it. But I'm very happy with my introduction, as it were. Quite happy I managed to find pictures of the cast members where they actually look quite like the cast. Hello everyone, wow, what a wonderful turnout we've already got. And big shout out to the resub from Rylan with Twitch Prime. We are all in favour of Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime is awesome. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can literally decide to give $5 to me instead of letting Jeff Bezos use it to help fund his next giant space penis. So if you have, if you do have Amazon Prime, do what Rylan just did, and I will be very, very grateful. Hello there, Natasha, and shout out to everyone who's been in chat so far. Let's do the list. I can see that the Sovereign of Silly Chief Mod Aureliana Fox is there. We've got Coffinix, we've got Decembriana, we've got Ex Librix Alex, we've got Griffin Puff, Johnny the Ginge, good to see you, my friend. Did you finish the other day? I had to run away before I saw, but you were on the last battle. We'll not tell people what that was all about yet. I see Mary Rose, I see Natasha, I see Rylan. I hope have I left anyone out? Bats, I mentioned you, I think, didn't I? Yeah, that's everyone I've seen so far. If there's other people here, please let us know. You're welcome here, and I'm sorry if I left you out. And hello to you. Yeah, got there eventually. Yeah, it can be a bit of I remember my first playthrough. Oh my god, the amount of time I stood in front of that switching out party members. Anyway, no more. Let's not go into it. Let us carry on. And oh yes, hello, Draw My Dreams following me. Thank you very much. Lovely to have you here, my friend. Slantia. He said, get himself a glass of water. Okay, let's do this then, shall we? Let's get started. I am going to try and get to the end of both Sabin scenario and the trio scenario, and get us as far, if possible, as if possible, get us as far as the big event that happens after that, after the parties get back together again. But we'll talk about that if and when we get there. So yes, this is why we're calling this. Well, you'll see why we're calling this Heroes Gone Wild. But yeah, let's let's do it, shall we? So, you remember last time we had just jumped off the frippin' falls, and we were in the middle of battle when my flatmates came home and we had to stop. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna try that again. We'll almost certainly get through it this time, I would like to think. But yeah, we will see. We will see. Let's do it. Hup. Oh, I need to put on our thing, don't I? We need to have our where has it gone? Slideshow. Yes, we need our cast up. This must be the Barren Falls. To the south of here lies the veldt. I've just realised I'm getting a little bit of what you call it, implosions. So we're going to put that a little bit further back and do that. Yeah. Okay. I should do it. To the south of here lies the veldt. 'Tis a wild and dangerous land, inhabited by all manner of ferocious beasts. But if we turn around and go back, the Empire will be waiting for us. So what I need to do is just take this and put it up, don't I? There we are. Perfect, that should do the job. Get rid of the pollutions. The village of Moblitz lies on the eastern coast. If we can make it through the veldt, we could head there. I have served my purpose. Shadow, thanks for your help. Let's team up again sometime. And here we go. No, we're not going to dive in yet. Because last time I forgot to re-equip the party. That's what we need to fucking do. Re-equip the party and make sure we're all badass and ready to rock. And actually what we're going to do, I'm going to put them both into the back row, because that hopefully will halve the damage from that fucking El Nino attack that nearly killed us the first time. It did kill us the first time, actually. I can't remember if back row halves magic damage as well, or just it may be just fighting damage. Anyway, it'll still help us out. Let's make sure what we got. We got Hyper Wrist and Sniper Eye. Yeah, actually that's good. We're good on both those. Okay, so not that much we need to do. All right then, there we are. Now 2.9k. Wow, what are you going to use them for, Mary Rose? Just make me constantly do the fucking Mid-Atlantic accent, probably. Dive into the falls. Let's do it. Jump. Here we go. We're going to remove Pedro Pascal from the slide show, as he is gone now. Here we go. Down we fall. Right, now we're in the back row, so normal attacks is not the best of ideas, which is why we're going to just Raging Fist these fuckers. And fang them. It does significantly seem like they have made Cyan much better. All the drunkenness. Okay, yeah, I need to bring the Angry Irishman back in as well. I haven't re-enabled it after that time I'd lost my voice, so if you want the Angry Irishman... oh, of course, because first you want to build that bookshelf, yes. Well, you did build that bookshelf, Mary Rose, so you are indeed a very good girl. How do you have 5.3, Rylan? It's because you watch the stream a lot and you don't use them, that's probably why. So, the fact that you kind of try and learn quite quickly when you're doing blitzes. 12k in assembly. Oh Jesus! Okay, confidence. You always feel free to use them, guys. That's why they're there. Right. Okay, we're gonna fuck this guy up before he gets a chance. But yeah, you don't have to do down, then down, then diagonally down and left, and then left. You can just do down, down, left. Basically, it literally is a Hadouken. That's what's going on there. Yeah, nailed it. Thank God for that. That really is the best way to deal with him, is to beat him up before he gets to use fucking El Nino, because that is a bitch of an attack. And fuck you right up. Now I need a couple little things. Yeah, you've got a fair few at the moment, you. What we have to do. Before we carry on. Okay, so we now have this. And we're about to cast our next cast member, everybody. I love this guy's tune. Hydrate and stretch, everyone. Let's do it. Ah. A youth draped in monster hides, his eyes shining with a warm, gentle light. Right, this is Gao, everyone, and Gao, this is a completely feral child, basically, and he's freaking awesome in every sense of the word. He's adorable as fuck. He hasn't got a huge amount of a story, but the little bit of story that he has got is wonderful. He's going to develop a kind of sort of... yeah, I mean, Sabin kind of becomes a sort of minor father figure for him, I think it's fair to say, as we go on. Oh my giddy aunt, that is the doorbell, and everyone else is out the house. So you're going to have to wait a moment while I deal with that. So talk amongst yourselves for a bit, people. Oh no, it's alright, someone else was in the house. I was wrong. Great. But who are we going to cast as Gao? I'm going to give you your potential list now. Here we go. Go get something to drink right now, Mary Rose. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, I see. There's a dog in your lap. Okay, that's fair. Weed. I don't have weed. I don't do weed. Okay, right. So bring up that poll. Here we go. You'll have 2 minutes to decide who plays Gao. We've got a couple of answers that are reasonably serious and a couple that are, one suggested by Mary Rose and one that's just fucking ridiculous. We'll, and I've got a feeling you're going to choose the ridiculous one, so we'll just go with it anyway. Okay. Oh, the fun we have. Okay, 1 second while I just get the list up. Hang on. You know, if I was better at this, I'd probably have this all prepared, but yeah, I didn't, because of who I am as a person. Really, is the issue. But yeah, Gao is 13 years old, I can tell you, and he has grown up in the wilderness completely. He is literally a wild child, and he has this quite epic ability, at least to start with, where he is able to learn the techniques of monsters and literally sort of fight like them during the battles. It's freaking cool. But yeah. Anyway, here's your 4 choices coming up now. I don't really know. I've got a feeling I know which one it's going to be, but here we are. Starting the poll right now. Get in there. Yes, yours ended up in there, definitely. Walker Scobell. Oh, that's an interesting one. I can't cancel it now that I've done. Sorry, I was a bit close. I've got a feeling you're not going to beat the other one anyway, but there we are. We've got 1 for Caleb, we've got 1 for James, we've got 2 for Nick already. 3 for Nick. There's a problem. Put him in there and we're in trouble. Yeah. But hey, Caleb's doing all right. That's okay. That's good to see. Oh no, no. Oh no. There we go. There we go, people. Okay. 6 votes for Nicolas Cage. That's the problem. You put Nicolas Cage in as a joke, and it's over. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Fine. I don't think we need to wait for the end of this poll, do we? Let's just get this done. Nick Cage doesn't win, he'll cry. Nick Cage is going to win. It's happened. Good for you voting for your own choice, though, Mary Rose. I liked the idea. But, yeah. This way, at least we've got Nick Cage out the way, and it will be, it'll be amusing. What the hell? I mean, the fact is, Gal doesn't actually have that many lines, so it'll be all right. So yeah, can Nick play a 13-year-old wild boy? Of course he can. He's Nick Cage, the universe's most versatile actor, as we know. We had to have a comedy casting eventually as well, let's be honest. Okay, he's getting at it now. And meanwhile, Gao is here. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Never ever to if you genuinely want a serious answer to a poll, never put in a comedy thing unless people can vote for more than one, because that's just what's going to happen. Okay, right. Who are you? There you are. That was Nick Cage's bit for now. I'm sure we'll never see him again. I'm quite sure Fox has got a Nick Cage joke. That's what she did. I mean, there'll be Nick Cage doing an impression of a child, but that is also straight up Nick Cage. Let's be honest now. So this is The Belt. It has the most badass soundtrack in the game. Since I played this game the first time when I was like, I guess what, 11, 12, I started instinctually just sort of, when I'm bored, finding myself drumming this out, and I still do. Throughout my entire life, I find myself drumming dun 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 dun. Just, yeah, gets in your head, and it's there forever now. And yet we can literally meet in the Veld any monster or any enemy, not necessarily a monster, humans as well, that you've met previously in the game. Which is why it was good that we met certain bad guys, because it's going to be good for us to encounter them again, believe it or not. Some of them because it's going to make it easier or it's going to be, we're going to want to get their rages, which is what happens when Gao jumps on them. Let's just show you one of these. And some of them because they had good items. So we've got a Fopper, a Fop and Fopper, and an Urok. These were things that we met in that cave on the way to South Figaro the first time. Oh wow, they've really enhanced the tune as well. Love those flutes. That's new. Those frickin' African pan flutes are brand new. I'm just going to bash him because I'm probably, even in the back row, it's probably going to take him out. Oh wow, okay, no, maybe not. That'll do it though. Bosh. Oh, and then Gao appears. Wow! And what do we do? He's appeared. What can we do? Ooh, I'm hungry. Now, unfortunately, we don't really have anything to feed him, so all we can really do is smack him one at the moment. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, whoa! You strangers, go away! Go away from Velt! And off he runs. Well, let's hope that we can find some way to befriend him, shall we? I'm sure we may. For now, we have found that village named Moblitz that was mentioned. Drink. It's beer. What could go wrong? Root beer, don't drink it. Yeah, quite. Yep. Just went through the question. Yeah, please tick no, whatever. Still reading the. Oh yeah, I know those. Yeah, I'm aware of those surveys. Yeah, quite important to do. Hello, Erin. Lovely to see you. You are one of my new darlings, I believe, and thank you very much for joining. Always love to have my patrons here. And yes, I'm a big fan of this one. So, carrier pigeons are our only link to the outside world. You came down the Barren Falls? Unbelievable. It's flowing even stronger than usual this year. No one's been able to get here lately. Is it true that war has broken out? I got a letter saying it had. This place is like way far away from everywhere else. So, yeah, America is whack. Oh, an inn. We probably don't need this, but what the hell? Let's do it. We're rich. Right, here we go. Did you see the house on the far northern plains? The old man has lost his marbles. They say he threw out his own kid thinking he was some kind of monster. Who could that have been? This region is known as the Veld. You never know what you might run into. There you go. And just in case you hadn't gathered. Right. Now this is the most important thing, obviously, is going to the weapons shop and tooling up. Well, that is better than the samurai sword he currently has, so let's get another one. What do you call samurai? Katanas. A katana. That's what it's called. What's that? That's backspace, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, UK is not the place to move to drink. That's Ireland. Right, if we can just optimal. Oh god, it's taking me so long to get used to the freaking controls on the computer. Ah, I've done it again. Balls. Okay, right. Optimal. There we go, motherfucker. Okay. We'll have a look and see if we've got any better these things too. An iron helmet would actually be a good idea. In fact, we could do with quite a few of those. And we're going to need more than just party numbers. So let's get 4 of those. I'm pretty sure we get some free ones around the place anyway, but you know, we got the money. Might as well. He can't wear one because he's a kung fu guy, but he can definitely wear one right now, which is great. So let's give him an iron helmet, and that'll make him more defended and less likely to get his ass kicked. Cool. Now we've done that. A non-profit organisation. Mother. Well done, Fox. When I was out hunting yesterday, I could have sworn I saw a kid running along with a pack of monsters. Wondered if it was just my overactive imagination. I'm trying to do a South African white man accent here, people. That's what I'm trying to go for with this. Oh, Final Fantasy VII is, in my opinion, was a fantastic game. I have not seen the Rebirth trailer yet. I haven't played Remake yet, and I know a lot of people didn't like it because it messed about with the story and stuff, but I really like that whole alternate history stuff. And also, I freaking love... oh, God, I say I freaking love him now, I've forgotten his fucking name. But the fact that that it looks like he survived. Great. Oh, it's gone. How's it gone? That's so weird. You're only trying to think of things and just it'll come back. Anyway, I threw some dried meat to a herd of animals the last time I was out on the veldt, and would you believe it? Some kid scrambled out the herd and ran off with it. So that's what we have to do. We have to throw some dried meat at him. Where are we going to get some dried meat? Maybe at the item shop. Hooray! It's the only place in the game you can get dried meat, and it's basically like a potion plus. Let's get one of those. Cures an empty stomach. What a good description for it. I think we're good with all the other things otherwise. Zach! Yes, Zach, of course. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I loved Crisis Core. And I found him just absolutely brilliant. Both adorable and cool at the same time. Whereas, you know... Let's face it, we've gone through a lot of times where Final Fantasy heroes tended to be kind of whiny and well, I found them kind of annoying anyway. And Zack was such a breath of fresh air. So yeah, the fact looks like he's gonna survive. Awesome. Powerful ocean currents run through the Serpent Trench. Oh, have you ever heard about them? No, we haven't. Tell us all about them. Mode 7, people. This, as I said before, this blew us the fuck away when we first saw it on the SNES. This sort of this way of making 2D look slightly 3D. But yeah, that is the thing of them. Love them to bits. Oh, they're remaking Crisis Core. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's very cool. Hop into the current and you'll be swept to Nikea. Not bad. Only diving helmet. Too bad our only diving helmet was stolen. Oof, I wonder what's going to happen with that. But that looks like we may have our way to get to Nikea and then possibly get to Nash, people. I can send letters and packages to any corner of the world for you. Let me know if you need my services. I'm sure I might. But first, every clock in the game, every single grandfather clock has got an elixir in it. I don't know why, they all do. They just do. It's one of those things. The entrance to the Serpent Trench lies within Crescent Mountain, near the southern tip of the continent. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what you said, Alex. Shh, you have to be quiet. Why do you have to be quiet? The soldier inside the house is hurt real bad, so Mum says we have to keep our voices down. A grievously injured soldier wandered into the village not too long ago. I dressed his wounds, but his condition doesn't seem to be improving. Those letters coming from the town of Miranda are the only things keeping him going. So, there's an injured soldier in here, and he is sending letters. Well, he's been getting letters from his girlfriend, basically, but he can't even move. I'm a soldier from Miranda. When our town fell to the Empire, I was forced to join the Imperial Army. I tried to flee rather than help them attack Doma, but they came after me. I barely escaped. Now I can't even move. I'll never see Lola again. There's a letter on the desk. Would you be kind enough to bring it to me? Let's bring it to him. There are even more Imperial soldiers walking the streets of Miranda these days, but things are peaceful otherwise. The flowers in the garden will soon bloom and announce the arrival of spring. How are you holding up? Your condition worries me no end. I so wish that I could fly to your side and be with you. Please think only about getting better and try not to push yourself too hard. Of course, I'll first, hello to you, Caitlin, and I'll happily call you my little fox. Yeah, so many Star Wars things, exactly right. Rest knowing that I spend every day thinking only of you and wishing I could see you. Lola. La 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 Lola. I'd write to her, but I don't even have the strength to pick up a pen. Right. Well, we did see that guy who can send letters, so maybe we could send a letter for him. It's like cherry cola. Hey, that... Well, So you want to send a letter to Lola, to the injured soldier? Yes, we do. Send it. Post reminder 500 gil. We'll do it. Can you? Yes, hell yes you can. Absolutely, Natasha. Bring it. So how much money have we got? We've got 2,000. We haven't got... See, now, every time we sleep in the inn or, I think, buy something from the item shop or stuff, or the relic shop or anything, a letter arrives and then we can do another. We don't have and this carries on until we've sent quite a lot. We don't actually have enough gil at the moment to deal with it, but we have some stuff to sell, so we'll see. We'll do it. Dwayne and Katarina, both 16. Ah, what a magical age. The springtime of love. Why, when I start talking about love, do I instantly go into French? I don't know. I want quote to mention. May the farce be with you, old fuck, yes. Indeed. Dwayne says nothing. Catherine says nothing. They just stare at each other. Eyes locked in eyes. Ah, I remember being 16. No one fancied me when I was 16, though. Now, white capes are fucking brilliant. We could really do with having a couple of these. But, I don't think we can afford them right now. And we will have other tons of... But yeah, defense, magic defense, and magic evasion up by 10. That is just a great relic when you haven't got anything else to give them. Just shove that in there to make things better. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure we got some leftover bits, though. And now we haven't got, what's his name, to throw them at people. We might as well sell them. You can't sell the Mangosh. Why can't we sell the heavy... Oh, because it's equipped. Ah, interesting. It's actually revealing them even if I have them equipped. Okay, cool. Might as well sell the leather caps. Sell the 2 leather armors. Anything else I can sell? We'll keep... Oh, actually, no, we might... No, we'll keep the air knives just in case for now. Don't need that. That's probably all we've got to actually sell on at the moment, really. It's just sort of random crap. He's not going to need that kunai anymore because he's gone. That's the original katana that he had. Yeah, that's it. Okay, right. Do we have enough money now? 4,000 might be enough for us to pull this off, so let's give it a go. Okay. Oh, hello, little bot. Bless you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Fuck him over with the umlaut. Thank you, Fox. Okay, right, let's see if a letter has arrived back now. I love how you guys are conspiring to work out what the hardest German pet name for me would be. I can't find your favourite record. I thought if I played it I might feel like you were here with me again. Well, let's send the record, shall we? Now, I could technically be using sprint shoes to move around a bit faster, but it's generally not worth forgetting that I'm going to forget the sprint shoe relic in there and want to put something else on, because it doesn't do anything except make us move faster on the map. They were absolutely freaking essential in the first iteration of this in the SNES, though, because you walked so freaking slowly without them. And now you move way too fast. Right, okay, so that's been sent. We now need to do something to move things along. And I believe we can do it by just going into the relic shop again. We're going to get this thing, because it's quite a good thing. It'll only take us a few moments, and then I promise we're going to get on with the story. Well, get on with the story. We're going to get Gao, and then we're going to have a very amusing scene with Gao, and then we're going to spend a little bit of time on the veldt trying to meet the right monsters. So there is some grinding coming up in this session, people. If needs be, we might do a grinding drinking game or something. I don't know. Keep things interesting. Okay. Mother is taken ill, and we can't afford medicine. If only we had some more potion. Right. Well, let's send some potion. Actually, I'm kind of feeling that I wish I was wearing sprint shoes right now. You all call your partners your squirrel. Mouse bear. Right. Now, later on, if we did what we're doing right now later, you can actually, when you have the airship, surprise, surprise, there's a fucking airship in this game. You can, when you have the airship, fly between Mo Blitz and Miranda and visit Lola there, and she'll say that, oh my god, he sent the record, oh, he sent the potion, it's so nice. So it is kind of cute that that's there, but it's not really necessary, we're not bothering. There we are, new letters arrived. I haven't heard from you for some time now, I'm beginning to worry. What the fuck are you talking about? It's been literally 5 minutes. Let's send another one. Mouse bar. Thank you. I do my best. I have spent some time in Germany, trying my best to speak German. But I admit, mein Deutsche ist scheiße. No, we gotta go to the other place. Nope. Yeah, yes, I think we want to know this now, Rylan. That's something you kind of have to. You can't just leave that hanging. How was your first partner a bit squirrely? And did they hoard? Was that it? Were they a hoarder? Now, if we do make some money on the Veld, I'm pretty sure we can buy white capes in Ikea when we get there. Kind of missed mouse bear. Right, another letter. You mentioned a book in your last letter. Someday you'll have to let me read it. Well, let's send a book. You do get a good reward at the end of this, sort of. I mean, it's not actually that amazing, but it's worth us getting it for later use, let's just put it that way. Half the battle, depending who you talk to. Yeah, it is, absolutely. Connection very unstable. Okay. Is anyone else having instabilities? Because right now, my Twitch is saying everything's going well. There's no drop frames, nothing. But I just want to make sure that it is still okay. There's not like it's not impossible that my internet connection's not doing great. So yeah, if anyone else is having issues, let me know, because I don't want to be causing problems. We can go into the back here, can't we? There we go. Doesn't do anything, but yeah. For me, it's fine. Good. Okay. Fox, yep, you be lurking, no worries, and I'll get I will quite happily yell for you if anyone needs you, Fox. Thank you. You go do your lurk. Well, I think that was the last letter. I think we've got our thing now, but let's see. Oh my goodness! We have a celebrity in the chat as well. Hello, Avalon. How are you? Evanescent Utopia, aka Avalon, is an utter frickin' legend. You do stream as well, I believe, don't you, sir? So let's have a little shout out for the man here. And there we are. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Why didn't that work? Okay, don't know why. Anyway, just found your stream. Great to have you, brother. But yeah, if you're not aware of the stuff that Avalon does, you need to check out his stuff on GWA, etc. like right now, because yeah, he good. He very good. This game, yeah. Go for a jog and listen, please do. Have a great jog. I adore this game as well. Yeah, I heard you've been sending Lola all kinds of things in my name. He does indeed stream, and I believe all the money goes to charity, doesn't it, Avalon? I wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please accept this as a token of my appreciation. Obtain Tintinnabulum. The Tintinnabulum is a little bell that rings as you wear it. What it does, and this is the big irony here, what it does is that it recovers 1 hit point every step you take. Every time you take a step, it recovers a hit point, so it regenerates as you move around. And the big irony, of course, is that he all the time has an item on him that would let him heal from walking if he could walk, but he can't walk. Right, that's all we need from Mob. Let's go get Gao, now being played by Nicolas Cage. Sandrays, we can beat these. There he is. Wow. Right, now we... Ooh, I'm hungry. We know we have to give him the dried meat. Here we go. And now we have this cutscene. Boing, 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 boing. Boing, 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 boing. What the... What a peculiar child. I am Cyan, and this is Sir Saban. You, Saban. You, Cyan. Me want more food. Sorry, 1 second, people. Sorry, all gone. You go, get more for me. You're a regular little munchkin, huh? And you afraid of me? You want some of this? Me not want hurt you. Stop looking at me like that. I do very bad impersonations, yeah. Scared of reading all the reading out loud. Thanks so much, buddy. Yeah, that's the. It kind of wouldn't work with a more modern Final Fantasy game where they have the voice. But yeah, the idea of doing bad celebrity impersonations is is what sort of made me want to actually stream it. You're pretty tough for a little guy. That fun. You strong. You fall for it. Fall for trick. Shut up! Oh dear, do simmer down, sirs. No, Final Fantasy VI is not the celebrity, no. Essentially, every time a new cast member is introduced, as it were, be the PC or big NPC, the chat get to vote on who plays them. Which is why Gao is being played by Nicolas Cage. And thou, O wild one, who might thou be? Thou? Thou. I'm glad you love it, buddy. The old ones are out on the YouTube, I believe. It's racing, jetting around a Pokemon field. Yeah, but that is exactly it, Griffin. Right there. Thou, you angry? Cyan, you angry? Me? Cyan, you angry? Me? Cyan, you angry? Me? Listen, his family was just whisper. Okay? Me understand. Me sorry. Gao not mean person. Water under the bridge. Let us not dwell on such things. Sir Gao, I have a feeling we will get along quite well. Wilt thou join us? Oh, Gao give you present. Gao give Cyan and Saban nice present. Thanks for food. Right. What manner of rubbish do you suppose he's gonna give us? Gao treasure, shiny. How shiny can this junk be? Mr. Thou like shiny thing? Mr. Thou is that one over there. A shiny thing, huh? Loke's gonna be jealous when he hears about this. Who Loke? He bad man? Maybe he try steal Gao's treasure. Loke, well, he's... Listen when someone's talking to you! I believe he's trying to tell us something. Fine, what is it? Here, shiny thing, here! Where Saban is, that mobile is. Cyan place, stand place, river bring you. Gao stand, crescent mountain, moon-shaped mountain, shiny thing there! Did a magpie? Yeah, I know. Well then, shall we be off? We might as well see if what this crescent mountain of his. Oh god, right, okay, so we want So now when I'm not all right, let me set the timer up because Griffin has redeemed Alan Rickman, which means that when I'm not when I'm talking like this, I now need to be speaking as Alan Rickman, which is a very good time to do so because we're about to do some freaking grinding because there's several monsters we want to meet and gain Gao's ability to copy them. So yeah, let me set my 5-minute timer up. Here we go, stopwatch.com. And set, go. Start, boom. Alright. Why do we have to invite someone like him along? Moonwalking. Mr. Thou, hurry up! We leave you behind. I told you before, my name is not Mr. Thou! Oh, there we are. There's our lovely comedy scene. Oh, sorry, I've got to be Alan Rickman now. Yes. So the comedy scene is now over. And yes, here comes an imp by the name of Kappa, who is going to tell us how Gao works. Here is how to build up Gao's skills. During battle, choose Leap, a command that appears only when you're on the veldt. Keep fighting on the veldt, and eventually Gao will reappear. When he reappears, he will have learnt the attacks of the monsters you were fighting when he leapt, as well as those you were fighting when he returned. Wow! Wow! Choose Rage to have Gao use any of the attacks he's learned. And now, please continue your quests. You are indeed beautifully evil, Griffin Puff. Ah, he fell over. Right. So there is a list of things I want to get now. I'm gonna... Let's see, can I actually just copy them into the thing here? Not sure. But we're... no, I can't just... Well, I can if I do it this way, hang on. If you wait there 1 minute, everybody, I'm going to copy and paste the list of rages we want to try and pick up now, if we can. Whether we can or not is another question, really. But if we can get a few of these, that will make life much better. The problem is you can't choose who you're going to actually meet on the veldt, obviously. It's completely completely random. But yeah, let's see what we can get here. And I believe we have met all these monsters before, so that's good. Okay. And we're going to cut this down to something there. Something quite small as well is what we're going to need. There. Oomph. That might be too small. Oh, well, never mind. Let's put it on and see. There we are. So that's my list I'm trying to make happen. I don't think you can see any of these things, can you? Let's make it another colour. See if that helps you. I've got to do my. I'm trying to be Alan Rickman still. I'm just forgetting to do my. I've got to do my my voice link. I'll get you, John McClane. There we are, Alan Rickman. Perfect, no problems. Okay, well there's our list anyway of things we're going to try and get written very badly. I think we're not going to be able to see that unless I turn it up a bit higher actually. So there, boom, there we are. Those are the ones we want to try and get, if we can. We probably won't get all of them, but if we can get some of them that would be good. I've made it too small now. Oh. Well, piss. You know, I've just realised what I can do. I can copy-paste the fucking things into the chat. That would be an easier thing to do, wouldn't it? In theory. I say these things in theory, but I'm... bugger wank. Okay, we're taking too long. Let's not bother with it. Okay, right. Anyway, these are the ones I want to try and get. I keep my own list because I want to make sure I don't mess it all up. But there we are. Putting them into the chat, then I'll be able to keep a track of the ones we meet. If we get just a few of these, we'll be fine. Because they're good. There we are. Okay, so we want Dark Wind, Trillium, Spritzer, Oversoul, Stray Cat, Guard Leader. Yep, okay, good. If we don't get them all, that's okay. So here we are. I'm going to give you a little bit of extra Alan Rickman time past the 5 minutes because I went on a bit there. So kind of we just have to grind for a bit here. We're going to be going to just walk around the veldt, hoping that we meet the writer Balmorder. He's not in the list, is he? No. So if he's not on the list, we're not going to bother, basically. Stone's a pretty good attack at the end of the day. But the rages that he starts with are generally not very good. We want to make sure we get better ones than that. Serpius, again, not on the list. You see, we have no control when he's going to come back. We only have control of when he's going to appear. So we might as well just bash these feckers until we have a chance. And okay, thank you very much for redeeming the Alan Rickman. That is our time up. Probably not my best impersonation stint, so thank you for your patience in that. Once again, blame my inability to... But yeah, we're going to be basically just wandering around here until we get a few of that list. Ideally, I really want to get Templar, because Templar is powerful as fuck. Dark Wind is also a pretty good one. Stray Cat is insane, if we can get it. Those are the three I'd really like to get. The other ones are good, though. But yeah, so we're just going to... You also possibly noticed that we don't get any experience of fighting on the veldt. You just get items and stuff. So going to oh Jesus Christ, Kevin. Okay, fine. Silver Lobo and guards, they're not there. No, we want the guard leader, but not the Silver Lobo. But not guards. You also notice the bad guys also, or the monsters, whatever you want to call them, appear in the same formations that we met them. It's literally old fights, not just old creatures, is the word that we encountered. So that was when we were first went into Narsh. We got bushwhacked, should we say, by those guys. Oh boy, yeah. You hear me? Eperonis, that's not one of them either, is it? Nope. We'll get there. We'll get there, people, don't worry. We're not going for 100%. If we were going for 100%, we'd be trying to get all these feckers, but then we'd probably come back and do that in a special grinding session anyway. We're wasting your time here. But we don't want to leave the veldt right now without getting a couple of really good rages, because if we do, Gao will be so OP, it's ridiculous. And if we don't, then he's going to be completely freaking useless. And I'd rather have the OP, frankly. So hopefully we won't have to spend too long doing this nonsense. We're going to do it right again. Charles, inconvenient, not evil, of course. You'll wait. I know. You'll wait to look a bit. Oh. Well done, Alex. Ouais, bon, c'est en 5 minutes. Allons-y. Ouais, le veldt, c'est une... Ouais. Difficile pour moi, Griffin. Très difficile. Hop là. Hop. Le Doberman, c'est pas important, c'est mal. Hop. Vous dites I'm so sorry, mais je ne sais pas vous désolé. Non. Je pense vous êtes très joli comme ça. Je ne crois pas. Oui, désolé. Ugh. Les deux moments, c'est très ennuyeux. Hop. Au revoir. Hop là. Une bonne monster, s'il vous plaît. Hop là. Oh, haha. Les fantômes, le ghost. Non, pas en la liste. Non, Populum, peut-être. Non. Mince. Merde. Hop. Voilà, c'est ça. Peut-être une autre. Angel Whisper. Non. Gravity c'est pas mal, mais c'est... C'est pas bon aussi. Et peut-être la magie de la monster dans le mêlée, c'est plutôt ce n'est la magie pour Gao dans le rage. Hop. Normalement, c'est les sessions de le grind. C'est pas pour les hop. C'est pas pour cette session avec le plot, mais c'est nécessaire pour cet moment dans le jeu. Yep. Ouais, il faut que quelqu'un te cherche parler français maintenant, c'est l'oreille. Ouais, peut-être. Ça c'est. Peut-être le Deutsch pour vous, Alex. Hop. Dans l'auberge. Hop. Utiliser Google Translate. Ouais, Google c'est très bon pour le français. Hop. Plus de Welt. That is the end of the timer. Thank you for redeeming that, Alex. Always fun. You know, I complain about these things, but I wouldn't do them if I didn't love them. And I love you guys very, very much. Except Tim. Well, that's a good place to start, Rylan. So yeah, as I've been saying before, normally any kind of grinding is not something I want to do in sort of a standard stream like this. This is literally, I believe, the only part where we're going to have to do this this kind of thing on an actual stream. If we get to a point where it is worth my while doing some grinding, I'll be doing that as like a bonus stream between the main Sunday streams, basically, because it's just going to be me hanging out and bashing some things while chatting to you guys. And I kind of want these to be more like a let's play, you know, or like the whole point of it being Celebrity Final Fantasy VI is to try and make it slightly cinematic. And let's face it, wandering around the fucking map and bashing shit is not cinematic. I can't believe we've not met anything of any use yet. This is really dumb. Normally you meet the frickin' normally you'll meet Templars within like the first few battles. I'm not leaving until we have at least Templar. There is... And, you know, we want Gao to be at least useful for the next battle. You'll get him. I know. I'm mainly just feeling sorry for my viewers. But, you know, there we are! Fuck yes! Got the fucking gates! Right. Leap! Done! Don't kill him, please. Please, not before we've leapt. Go on, get up there! Get the fuck in! Right, now we got Templar. That's brilliant. Okay. That is one of them gone. One of the list we have ticked off. So now Gao is eventually going to come back. We can't control when he comes back, which is why I don't bother jumping on something that I know I don't want, or that it isn't one of the ones I definitely want. Because we're going to get some stuff that we weren't necessarily after just by catching. Like this. If he turns up now, we're going to get... Actually, Darkwind's on our list anyway, so if we get Darkwind, get in. Leaf Bunny is not as useful as one would thought it would be. But I can't remember what exactly it was good for, but yeah. I know that if you control them with one of the characters later on, they have a very surprising secret attack, but... There we are, he's back. Brilliant. Now we just wait. You don't smack him one. If you punch him, right now he runs away and you don't get the thing we came back with. That's excellent. We have picked up 2 of the things we want now. Wow, ow, I'm Gao, your friend. I join you again. Brilliant, okay. So at this point, we have a decent amount. I would really... Oh, très bien, Griffin. They're even putting in the right frickin' punctuation marks. Very impressive. So these are the ones we need to get. You know, I've got a feeling that popular might be... Okay, and we've got Darkwind. And we've got Templar. Bosh. So, that's 2 of them. Let's see if we can pick up a couple more. In particularly, I really want to get Stray Cat. Guard Leader is also a really good choice too. If we can get that. The other ones are good, but not essential. Sandray, we don't need that one. Now, let me show you why we got Templar. If we get to use the attack, which we might. They have, firstly, can you see he's yellow? They have inherent, well, I mean, they get to do that to start with, which is insane. And the fact that he's yellow is because he has inherent safe, which means that he takes less physical damage while he is, it's a spell safe you cast on characters and they take less physical damage, basically. But he has it up permanently, which is when he's being a Templar, which is freaking great. I'm gonna say the best thing about Rage is not just that you get to copy their attacks, and often attacks that they never actually use normally. But also you get whatever inherent stuff they've got. So if you use a flying monster, you get inherent float, which will be useful against things that have quake attacks, for example. 0 sense to confuse the hell out of it. It does a little, yep. Right. We've got both Imperial Soldiers and Magitech Armors. We do not need to beat those. But let the other one... What does Leaf Bunny have? I know it has something. I don't think it was that great. Oh, it's just that. It's just in sizes. It's just an attack. That's all. Most monsters will do just a standard fighting attack, and then something else that does the same. Basically, it's a fighting attack, but it does 1.5 fighting damage as opposed to just normal fighting damage, and that's what that incisors thing was. Thank you for the reminder, Griffin Buff. Hydrating. For a confusing sentence, what the hell? Fair enough. Save so you can practice saying it. Good for you. Exocyte and Nautiloids. They're not up there, are they? Nope. We're not going to bother with them then. Not Leaf Bunny. But yes, I do remember that the Darkwind is good because he floats. And he has Break, I believe, which turns enemies into stone, which is quite useful. There we are, Break. Bing! Happy days. And yeah, believe it or not, there are some pretty powerful enemies out there that are not immune to being turned to stone. So that's a useful one to have. Were-rat and bandits. They're not very good, as far as I remember. Bandits, if you sketch them later on, have flair, which makes no freaking sense. But yeah, as rages, not worth it. Oh, the other good thing, of course, is once we've used something to give him float, he keeps float until he dies, basically, or someone dispels it on him or something like that, which is freaking amazing as well. Right, one more good one. If we can find Stray Cat, that would be ideal. Because it's going to be easier to get Stray Cat now than it is going to be later, because when we come back another time, there's going to be so many we'll have met so many other monsters, and they'll all be turning up as well. So it makes it even harder to find the thing you're looking for in particular. As long as we get that particular one, I'll be happy with our collection. The other ones will be nice. Guard Leader's great because I think he has inherent safe, and he has air strike, which is not air strike, a wind blade or something. Anyway, it's a thing that attacks all enemies. It's freaking awesome to have. Yeah. Satellite though, we'll take that. Thank you. Satellite's a great one. That one has inherent safe. No, it has inherent float. It's also a machine, which means it's immune to some things. I think like death magic and stuff. And yeah, it has, I believe, plasma as an attack, which is a very powerful single enemy magic attack. Lightning elemental one. Now he turns up here as a ghost and gets as a ghost. That's whatever, but not impossible he won't turn up. Anyway, let's bash him. It does seem they have fixed Cyan. I was watching Johnny the Ginger's stream the other night, and he was knocking out Tempests left, right, and centre without any worries at all, without having to wait frickin' for hours, which is what we had to do back in the day with Cyan, which is why it was useless. So it looks like Cyan is finally a good character now, which is great. Angel whispers, "We don't care, we don't care, we don't care." What is run away? I don't even know what run away is in this version of it. Gravity is an attack that halves your hit points. Demi in other Final Fantasy games. But yeah, to answer your question from earlier, Erin, I really love. I mean, Final Fantasy VI is my favourite Final Fantasy. Not gonna lie. Even before Final Fantasy, I think I rate it higher than Final Fantasy VII. But I really love the extended universe they've created for Final Fantasy VII. I think that Crisis Core and Before Crisis and all the other little things they've done have actually really added to the world they've created very well. And Advent Children as well, actually, and made it more interesting and yeah, like I say, really expanded on it, because the game itself, the plot left me a little, certain things didn't really get explored that much, but the way they're going back to it now with the remake means it feels a lot like they're really investigating that and bringing in all the other stuff that came out of it. So yeah. We hype for CCHD, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Although, still not as exciting as it would be if they'd finally make another fucking Chrono title, like we've been asking forever. But yeah. But yeah, Crisis Core in HD is proper hype, because I freaking loved Crisis Core. Really, really liked it. And yeah, particularly the expansion of the lore and that with Genesis and Minerva herself, of course. But yeah, it was a great God, isn't it depressing, Avalon, to think of it as an old game? I don't know, I think you might be younger than me, but yeah, for me it feels really depressing to think that that's now what was considered an old PSP game. Right. Stray Cat. We just want the Stray Cat. I'm gonna I'm gonna give it another 15 minutes, people, until we hit 6 o'clock UK time, because we've got the ability to go a bit later tonight than usual, because we've been here for a good sort of 20 minutes just messing around the belt now, and it's getting a bit dull. I will be okay if we don't get Stray Cat now, because we can come back and get it later. We've got enough to be OP as hell. But if we were able to pick that one up as well, we would be disgusting. But it's not so necessary now. Stray Cat basically has this unique ability called Cat Scratch. Yeah, Sonic Boom is pretty good. Sonic Boom is basically Demi, but it can hit other ones. Kingo Hearts, I'm like, what do you mean this game? Oh god, tell me about it, man. Right. It's like when people remind me The Matrix was like over 20 years ago, and it's like, I mean, that movie still sort of feels like everything that's futuristic to me. Okay. But yeah, Cat Scratch is the rage ability that a Stray Cat has, and it is impossibly powerful. It is basically, it's like a lot of these guys' extra attack, which is just a fighting attack that does 1.4 fighting damage, except it does 4 times fighting damage, which is fucking ridiculous. And that stays throughout the whole freaking game. So when you get, so for example, you know, I mean, the fact that Templar cast Fira at this point of the game is mental. I mean, that is crazy powerful for this point of the game. But that's going to eventually be no use, because we're all going to get Fira and Faraga and powerful spells. But 4 times fight damage, that's going to be good no matter when the hell we use it. We don't need to leap these guys anymore. We've done them all. We've got them now. Yeah, I don't know. Gonna taste their own medicine, Templar them. Yep. I mean, that's just insane, isn't it? Bam, done. And that will happen quite a bit as long as we're using the Templar Rage. And we're going to be using that Rage a lot as him, obviously. Because unless they're immune to fire, that's pretty much as strong as it's going to get at this point. However, like I say, a couple more options just to get us, you know, having a good bag would be good. Foppers. We don't want Foppers and Oryx. I can't remember what these things were called back in the day, but it's not, none of these aren't the ones we want anyway. I know we never met Moos, so we can't get those. Because we never met them on the way through, did we? We're a little bit underleveled as well, it's worth pointing out at this point. Left my Discord for you right away. You see Avalon? You see what I mean? I say, you're not just a guy, you're the guy, as we all keep telling you. Don't want to embarrass you though, buddy. But yeah, you're awesome. Do we need to do a Final Fantasy VI collab sometime, Avalon? Just throwing that out there. Nicolas Cage right on the... Nicolas Cage, yeah, true. I love it. Nicolas Cage. Right. One more little sweep around and then we're just going to go for it, people, because I'm getting bored. Oh, there we are, Moose! Great, okay, let's get them. They're brilliant too. That's another great one. I thought we hadn't met Moose. Great, cool. That's enough. I'll be happy with that. If we don't get... Because at some point, when we've got the airship, we'll come back and we'll get Stray Cat. And we'll be able to just go back... I'll do a session sometime when I'm not... which is a normal stream like this, where we're not doing the plot, where you guys can just hang out with me while I just grind on the Veldt for hours until I get the right fucking thing. Like, just... No, not Mark and Coco. Jesus Christ, no. Oh, God, no. Maybe not Roni Figaro twincest, but I don't know. Sabin Sign could maybe work, actually. Seeing as he talks in Thouglish, I think the British accent would work quite well, actually. Keep forgetting the foreign language. Of course, absolutely, Alex. You are definitely my mia carino. Would it be Tarino, possibly? Tarino. Spanish is just one of the most sexy languages. Oh my god, I'm fucked up the blitz. I feel like an absolute failure now. Spanish is just one of the sexiest languages on the face of the planet, isn't it? It really is. Even the place names are sexy. Barcelona, Zaragoza, Madrid. You don't get that in England, do you? Where are you from? Brighton. No. Not interesting. There's Gal. Good. Well, we picked up those two as well. They're not very amazing, but we got a decent selection now. We can use it. It is one of the Romance languages, yes. Oh, ow, I'm Gal. Your friend, I join you again. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm happy with what we've got. We've got enough that Gao is still going to kick some ass. Bump. Zion, that shiny thing of Gao's is in here? Oh, Kanya. Yeah, okay, right, I'll try another. Carino. But is the C a K or is it a Th? Carino. And where exactly might it be found, Sir Gao? Gao, forget! Oh! Shall we look around? It seems we have no choice. Well, there's a couple little comedy scenes here if we go to the right places, as far as I remember. If we go here, I think there's one, is there? No? Oh, here we are. Oh, they've actually lit the squares you went to stand on to get the comedy scenes as well. Doesn't seem to be over here. He's oh yeah, no, that one, yeah. He's not necessarily a caveman. He's a wild child who has grown up literally with animals, as it were. Sounds lovely. I'm glad you think so. And yes, I'll happily call you that. Mein Liebling. Or should it be meine Liebling, possibly? Yeah, they've done quite a bit like that. The thing that really surprised me was when we were doing Loke Scenario and going through the basement in where's it called? In South Figaro. They'd highlighted all the secret passages, so there was quite a few things that we were able to get to. I thought a C is a th. Yeah, okay. Oh, if there's an E or I after it, okay. If it's an A, it's okay. Thank you, Alex. That's good to know. Could this be Gal's treasure? No. But hey, we got a free potion. Fuck yeah! So yeah, the other one's over here. That's cool. I think both, actually, Avalon. Both is good. Little column A, little column B. What is it, Gal? Did you see something? Wow! Ah! My pouch, there was 500 gil in there! Go, you little... Oh dear. Sir Sabin, please let it go for all our sakes. This community learns so much. Yeah, it is a nice community. We have a surprise to the community coming, people, when we have the celebration stream. I'm looking possibly next week for it, by the way, guys. Maybe next Sunday. Possibly we do Sunday night. My thought is we'll do Here we are. We're getting the thing now. We'll do our usual Final Fantasy stream, and then in the evening we will, or evening UK time, we'll do the celebration stream, which will be a couple hours of Jackbox, and you are all invited. Everyone is invited to take part and play, no matter who you are. And yeah, we'll be doing a couple of little surprise reveals during it as well, because 3,000 is quite a lot of followers. Is this it? The shiny treasure? Oh, and someone was saying that thing had been stolen, didn't they? Treasure! Treasure! A national treasure! No, shut up, Nick. Oh, sorry. 'Tis aught but a dirty glass bowl. I was in National Treasure. Shut up, Nick! Kind of looks like it would fit over your head. You've let Nick Cage in my head, guys. It's not going to end well. I wonder if I could use this. It might let us breathe underwater. Certainly going to be playing. Yes, you are, Fox. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it is a lot of people. Unless you're Avalon, in which case it's just a tiny, tiny fraction, I believe. Only tease you because I love you, brother. In a 90% platonic way. These rapids look quite rapid. No kidding. I just realised we haven't actually optimal equipped Gao. Never mind. But it's the only way we'll get to make it in time to meet up with the others. Ah! Laughter! Right, let's go. Here we go. The other 10% is purely sexual. Right, here we go. This is a fun bit. Everyone likes the Serpent Trench. So we are now going underwater. We're going under the rapids, and they are pulling us all the way to Nikea. And we get to meet these things. Now, there's one in particular we want to meet on this called an Aspic. And again, we wanted to meet it because its rage is redonkulous. So much so that some people, the moment they are able to have free movement again, go all the way back to the Veldt just to get it, even though that means having to go through that whole river that we did before again, and all the way through the Serpent Trench again, and all the way through the Phantom Forest and so many other things. I think we go left. I can't remember if it's left or right. I don't know. But it doesn't make any difference, really. If there's a couple of small little caves with some items in them, if we make the right decisions. I think it's left the first time, then right the second time, but I can't remember. Oh, there we are. It's now called something else. It's called an actinian, I think, or an aspirin, not rather than an aspic. But yeah, the aspirin has something called Gigavolt, which is insane. A little bit gay. A little bit gay. It's gonna stop by IKEA. Yeah. Very nice. No, Nikea is the name of the place we're going to. Now, Mu has quite a cool little ability called Snare, which automatically defeats an enemy. Oh boy. These guys also have a very good rage. I think you get El Nino from them, which is a water attack that hits all enemies. But again, I don't think it's going to be worth us taking the long way back just to get these guys on the Veldt. So, not until we get the airship ready. By then there's going to be so many other things we're going to want to get as well, so we're going to spend... We'll have a... Basically, as soon as we get access to the airship and the open world part of the game begins... Ah, there we are, we did miss the first cave. Never mind. I don't think it was that. I think it might have a green beret in it, maybe? Can't remember. Oh, this one will be left then, because the first one was right and the next one's left. I know it alternates. It also gives us a chance to heal up. And actually put some stuff on Gao, but hey, we're nearly through this now. As soon as we're through this trench, we've finished saving scenario, basically. I'm also concerned that we didn't get one with any healing ability, as far as I'm aware. There we are. Bump. Yeah, my plan is, because the next scenario, the trio scenario, is really quick. It doesn't take any time at all, really. It's just like one puzzle and then that's it. And then it would be nice if we could do the scene that immediately follows it, because it would be a really good place to finish on. It's a nice bit of a climax that would be more fun to finish a session on than begin a session with, really, I think. Boink. The one problem with Gao is that when he does start a rage, you can't choose his commands at all. He has 2 attacks. He's got fight, and he's got whatever the other thing is, and he will choose. And it's all completely random from that point on. You can't choose what enemy he's attacking either. So there are some disadvantages to that, particularly when you get into certain battles. Oh god, we missed both the caves. Never mind. They were both on the right. How about that? But there we are. We're arriving at Nikea now. This little port town. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Now we can just immediately get on this boat to South Figaro, and then that's the end of the scenario. However, we might as well get a little shopping done while we're here. Oh, and also do that fun scene in the bar. What accent are people from Nikea going to have? I don't know. I'm shopping for imported goods. I'm going to go with that, maybe. Pretty impressive that a kid like me can run... Oh, we're going to go New York. Of course, it's a trading port city. We're going to go New York. New York. Pretty impressive that a kid like me can run a business, don't you think? You should buy something to encourage me. And yes, we do want a freaking white cape. White capes are fantastic filler relics. That presents poison and darkness. Yeah, we may come back and get that. Let's just see if there's anything else you want to get. To be honest, I'll probably just buy another white cape if there's nothing else that interesting out here. This town's isolated from the rest of the world, so you can't get anywhere without a ship. By the way, what does isolated mean? Right, Twitch, that's homophobic. Yes. Twitch was screening a message. Wow. Okay, one moment, people. Okay, I'm back again, I think. Hoping you can hear me. There we are. Yep, I'm back now. I don't know which character you're moving around. Are you stuck with the? Oh no. You can change the party member by just choosing the formation. So we can put Gao on the lead. Oh, that's weird. That was it. There might be another key as well. Now I think about it, that lets me move. In fact, I know there is another key because what's his name found it the other night. I quite like that we get little maps of the area we're in now as well. That's quite cool. But yeah, let me see. There is one button I think we can press that is going to do that. I just can't remember exactly what it was. Oh, there we are. It's the numbers. 2 and 3 will let us change. So there we are. Okay, yeah, I know, little maps. It is kind of awesome, actually, yeah. And they do give us maps of the dungeon levels as well. But to be honest, doesn't really make things much easier. But yeah, and they're nice, aren't they? But yeah, I like this remake. I hear that they have. I hear that for the remake they've taken out the dragon dungeon that they put in for the other versions, which is a little sad because I really like that. Though it's not like you needed the goob that was in there really. Iron armor, fuck yes, we are gonna buy some armor. Yeah, GBA. It's also they also kept it in on the Android and iPhone version, I believe, as well. Yeah, let's have 4 of these. Now, the silk robe is not as good as iron armor, so there's no point giving them a silk robe when they could have iron armor, is there? It gives them a little bit more magic defense and less agility. Nah, we're good. I think we'll be alright. Yep. To be honest, just tanking it isn't the worst of ideas right now. Cool. But yeah, people tend not to like the Android iPhone version because they changed the sprite graphics for all the characters. It's made it kind of it looked a bit weird, to be honest, which is a shame because I like the concept of the graphic upgrade, but it just wasn't done very well. Whereas I think they've done the graphics perfectly for the Pixel remaster here. All this stuff looks like junk to me. Weapons! Don't think there's anything here we need. You know, we might. I'm actually going to buy a second Mithril Claw because I'm going to put the Genji glove on Sabin. Because the combination of that and the other things are going to be good. But otherwise, there's no use for anything else they got there. Get some of them, yeah. So wish the piece of masters are a font that is just plain. Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. I hear you there. About that one. So the Eastern Kingdom of Doma has fallen to the Empire as well. Get out my way! Standing around the street like that, all covered in filth. Posh person. I'm very tempted to get 5 as well, because I never finished 5 the first time I tried to play it, and I freaking love the concept of the Final Fantasy 5. The system with the crystal shards and the jobs and stuff is just so cool. It would be a good one to do another playthrough of, though. You know, obviously there's only really 4 characters, so the well, 4.5 I suppose. So the celebrity thing wouldn't quite work quite as well as this, which has just such. And what I love about Final Fantasy VI is that it's just a pure ensemble cast. It's wonderful. But yeah. No, that strange old man lives in the cabin near it. I helped deliver his son 13 years ago. Oh, that's new. Wow. Okay, she just passed a rumor about it before. Now she actually delivered his son. Okay. It was a problem birth. The mother didn't survive, and the man couldn't handle the loss. Went loony, he did. Thought his baby was some kind of monster and threw it out. Poor little thing never had a chance. Could it be? Could it? It is. It is. In fact, I was tired this week, so the X instead. Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense, man. His fun t-shirt wore so much, it's falling apart now. Oh, mate, which t-shirt was it? Was it the Mog one with the? Oh, here we go. This is a fun scene. Hey, you handsome young thing. Why don't you come have a drink with me? How dare thee, licentious howler! Off with thee! Don't be such a stick in the mud. Let's just have some fun. How do you like these? I call this one Humpty and this one Dumpty. They cut that out of the SNES version. Humpty Dumpty! Son, you're being too thick-skinned. Thou art unaffected by these charms. One of the benefits of all my years of ascetic training. Oh, don't leave me here standing all alone. Enough of that. A woman should have modesty and a decency and... Oh, Scion. Sketch of Nikolaus. Oh, please do, Griffin. We will use it as the image for the thing. Please send it to us. If you tweet it at me, do you have my Twitter? I can add it in right now. If that was a sentence. Amazing. But yeah, so in the original, I think I've told you guys already, in the original SNES version, they censored a lot, because back on the Super Nintendo had a real policy of trying to make everything sort of as PG-13 as possible, and even younger, and even sort of more than that, if possible. But so I believe that she just came up to him and said, "Won't you just dance with me, baby?" And it's baby, as opposed to what that is, obviously a reference to her boobies. There's a few other little bits. There's a very famous one a bit later on when we meet one of the characters, and when we get to that bit, I'll mention that censor. Booba. Hello, Fee. What a perfect thing to come in on. Now, there is absolutely no point in us getting that Chocobo, and I think that is everything there is for us to get here, unless there might be a clock in the inn for us to get a thing from. There's often clocks. Yeah, there's a clock over there. Yep. Made it in real time. I know that is just super freaking impressive. Have a Benny. Oh wow, already. Oh, thank you. Looking at it now, buddy. No, page doesn't exist. Oh, it's I'm not logged in on this particular browser. Let's log in on this browser. Boink. Anyway, back to here, and we've got a elixir. Page doesn't exist anymore. That's a shame. Not sure what happened there. Anyway, carrying on. So we haven't got to yet. Yeah, exactly. I think I know what we're... yeah, why isn't it loading for me? That's weird. Ah, wrong link, I see. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I think I know what scene you're probably telling us about. Yeah, and that's okay. It's not a huge spoiler. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Fuck, I want that. I want those t-shirts now. I love the Mog's Dance Studio. That's freaking awesome as well. But yeah, that scene on the right is wonderful. And I think, as apart from Ultros is turning up again, which I think we all fucking knew anyway, didn't we? There's not much in the way of spoilers there, because you can't really tell what's going on there yet. Trust me though, guys, you're going to love that friggin' scene. I'm actually tempted to see if I can commission someone to make a cameo appearance during that one for the particular moment, but we'll talk about that later. And that's it. We're done here. We're on our way now. We're heading off to South Figaro on the boat, and we are done with this scenario. Oh, no, we don't need to shop. We're done. Hop aboard. And Saban's scenario is over. Off they go. Now we do the trio scenario, and I'm going to try and do the other bit as well. Narsh is just a stone's throw away. I wonder if the others arrived safely. I'm sure they did. Oh. Thanks, Nick. Right, choose a scenario. Kupo. We haven't cast Mod yet because he hasn't properly appeared yet. As soon as Mog does properly appear, we'll cast him. Don't worry, we got plenty of the potentials for it. With the Empire's troops in hot pursuit, Bannon, Edgar, and Terra ride the rapids towards Narsh, but the going won't be easy. This is the quickest of all the scenarios. It's really quite quick, and we'll see. But yeah, we're still on the river. Ultras and Typhoon. Oh, Jesus, there's a shitpost and a half that needs to happen. Oh, God, that's funny. God, we haven't caught up with these two for a while, have we? Oh, and this guy here. I need to change the tweet's been sent. Brilliant. I'll get it for you in a second. Tentacle sneezing. Oh dear. Oh, this is too funny. It's going right over everyone else's heads, but making me laugh my arse off, mate. Right, we need to change the thing, don't we? Da, 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 da. Okay. So, got the game capture working. Let us change the slideshow because we want the we need the actual cast that's on stage now. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'll just set off the attacks on these guys again. Yeah, don't worry about it, Rylan. Basically, it will all make sense later when we've gone through a few more sessions of this. He is suggesting that we do a audio about two of the comedy characters, I suppose you call them, in the game. Anyway, let's get the... Oh God, I'm getting killed while I sort this out. Let's do this. Where is it? Is and adding in Bannon. Happen now? Yeah, it does happen now. Yeah, we're not doing a low levels thing. I'm taking the levels as they come. And it doesn't matter if Bannon gains levels anyway. But yeah, there are some people who try and gain no levels at all if possible here on. Yeah, you guys will find out later in the game exactly. Oh dear. But yeah, that's a ship that all us old school FF fans are in favour of, I think. Come on, you buggers. Boink. There we go. We made it. Right, we are here in Narsh. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is go into the class for beginners and just use that free healing pool they've got. Boink. Lovely. Okay. Yes, I must. I'm going. Well, we're going to have to put everyone up on the screen soon enough. Yeah. Yeah, give us a link to the twink. Give us a link to the twink. Give us a link to the tweet. That was a Freudian penis right there. Oh dear. Okay, right. So now that we've been there, we're going to head off this way. Oh, sorry. Let's do this. Let's do the thing first. Come on, let's do this bit. You're that Imperial officer from before! We decided Narsh is Scotland. Please, I can explain! Get out of here, or you'll regret it! Now, let's not too hasty here. I'm King Edgar of Figaro. Liar! My goodness! And that, my friends, is why I can't stand men. It's like they don't even have ears. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Like I say, don't worry guys, Terra is going to become an outright arse kicker. Not too far away. She's just still very unsure of herself because she doesn't fucking remember anything. When Locke first rescued me, we came through the mines right about here. He fiddled with something. There's a quote out of context. Yes, he told me, just twist this stone like so, and again, as the bishop said to the actress. One moment. We're back in battles, and you can see that we're just up against the same stupid enemies we had before, so we're not even worth us. Not even really worth wasting the magic points on. But we are going to go through a new bit at some point soon. But yeah, we are pretty much always halfway through the battle. Here we are, brilliant. I've got to see this tweet now. It's loading up for me still. Quick control. Oh my god, that's amazing! Oh, that is so cool. I absolutely love it. That's so brilliant. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that's going right up onto the thing next time he comes back in. Having him, and yes, feel free to do. Oh yeah, please. Any of these you want to do, the better. That's just so awesome. Jed, let me just save this thing here. So there, boom, done. And I'll get that onto the thing very soon. Okay, moving on. Absolutely, I know, isn't it incredible? Exactly what Avalon's saying right there. You are absolutely magical. You total freaking legend. If you do, that would be amazing. A leap to the twink. Everyone needs a leap to the twink. Okay. Now, I don't think this leads us anywhere interesting, does it? No, just the rooftop. It's a really good picture as well, Griffin. You're amazing. Considering you did that in, like, you know, no time whatsoever, and, you know, all the colours and everything. Just, I mean, that is pretty freaking impressive, dude. So we got a new. We still. These are not the same were rats we had before. These are now wild rats, and apparently wild rats are more dangerous than were rats in this world. Go figure. They're still shit though, so it doesn't matter. Hey, Terra's leveled up. Right, here is the one bit that takes a little bit of time, maybe. Yep. It's follow the path, people. This must be the place. What place? I'd heard of a cave where they used to test applicants to the city guard. Seems this is it. We should be as fine as long as we follow the light. If we make a mistake, lights will surround us. Then we have to tag the glimmering orange light to proceed. So we're actually deliberately going to make a mistake. Because I want to do this fight, because it's the only time we get to meet some of these guys. And then these ones will turn up on the veldt. I know, it's freaking amazing. Absolutely amazing, dude. I think if we come back in, it's going to, yeah. I believe I've got this right. I've done this game so many times. I pretty much, yeah, I could have done that without even seeing the light. That is depressing, actually. How quickly. That's basically it. Now we're done. Pretty much, we've pretty much finished the scenario. We are going to just go through here for a second. Let me just. Just get this one last thing done. Hang on. Okay, moving up. There is one thing, though, we might as well do, and that's, do you remember the Moogles? Let's visit those Moogles! Because there's a chest down here with something really freaking powerful in it. I say really freaking powerful. Powerful now. Kupo! Kupo! That's all Moogles say. Kupo, except Mog. He says, Kupo! Po! Serious dialogue. Anyway, we go through here. And there is a rune blade, which is a really nice weapon. Particularly for someone like Celes or Terra at the moment, because it automatically does critical attacks as long as you have magic points. It spends magic points to do a critical attack every time, which is pretty cool. And at the moment, I believe that is more powerful than her magic. Because at the moment, her only offensive spell is fire, which is good, but not that great anymore. Don't worry. She'll be getting better stuff soon. If we'd over-leveled a lot, she would possibly have got another spell by now, but... She has also got another role right now, which is she's technically the only heal bod there is. Well, I mean, we've got Bannon right now, obviously. Now, do you remember I left these chests? The reason I left the chest the first time around is they should have upgraded now. So now we're getting a sleeping bag. And a Phoenix down. Which I think is different to what it would have been. I don't know. Could be wrong. You can see how she automatically does that critical hit. Bump. And yeah, I love that Terra is really good at both both magic and fighting. And as is Celes, actually, they never resorted to that rather sexist thing of having women good at magic and men good at fighting. That was common in games back then. Okay, Celes has got. Oh, I know, right? I know. Oh, sorry, we got the drunk aristocrat has been redeemed. Of course, yes, absolutely. Let me put the timer on, and then we'll go into the drunk aristocrat. Let's do it. Yeah, I fucking love Celes too. Right, okay, so we're going to be doing the drunk aristocrat voice now for the next 5 minutes of the game, which is going to be interesting because we're just coming up to another big cutscene. We'll see what happens here. We're going to move over to this bloody cave to where we... Oh, there's a save point. So I suppose we should probably do that in case we fuck up mightily. Not that I don't know. Maybe I would do that a few times, actually. I'm quite good. God, our last save was fucking ages ago, huh? What an absolute shitty idea for me to do. I wouldn't have done that. Fuck, that was a stupid fucking thing. Okay, right, now let's go back then. Where the fuck are we now? I don't know. I still can't get my way around the fucking keyboard. Okay, so here we are then. Going through... Oh, bugger. More were-rats. Okay, that's not really a problem, are they? Oh, fuck off, you stupid mice. You don't need it. Bloody mice, go away. We do have fun here, it has to be said. Yes, okay, right, there we are. This is the drunk aristocrat voice. Yeah, moving through the thing, we're going right the way back to where that absolute tosspot who woke us up was. Who we got, and we're going to go through here, and then that's the end of the scenario. We've done it, see? Fantastic. Brilliant. Made it. I need to put... now, we've got this Arvis bloke, so we're going to need to put him back on the freaking screen, aren't we? So let's get him into the slideshow. In a moment, we're going to have to put everyone into the fucking slideshow. It's going to be quite amusing. It's going to be everybody. Because everyone's going to turn up, and we have a big fucking cutscene. Where bloody hell's he gone? Where's the fucker gone? There he is. There we are. Okay, bump. Now he's been added in. Do we get the thing out of his thing? I can't remember. Who cares? Here he comes. Baron, King Edgar, Owen Terror 2. Oh, yes, that's right. You've got eyes, you silly fuck. Well done. Oh, Brian Blessing now. Arvis, how does things stand here in Darsh? Yes, you have to, when you're doing Brand Blessed, you have to go a lot. Yeah, Tosspot's a fantastic insult. Proper old school one, that one, as they say these days, the kids, we just call it antiquated. Same as always, the town is neutral. I've tried to convince them to side with the returners, but it's no use. Now, maybe I should have been doing Swiss accents for the people here instead of Scottish. I don't fucking know. Anyway, of course, maybe with you and the King of Figaro here. How's the townspeople? Everyone's been a little on edge since the Esper was discovered. See, I mean, I'm a little concerned that my Stephen Fry impression is reasonably close to my drunk Australia. Here we are. We're going to be making it clear that everything's on Terror again. God, she's not having a very easy life, but there we go. What the fuck do you expect when you've got green hair? We believe Terror may be able to help us to get our answers to the questions about the Esper. Well, the townspeople still have plenty of questions of their own. Of course, actually, she's meant to have blonde hair if you look at all the all the actual art. But in the fucking game, Sprite, she appears to have green hair. I think it's a fucking. I think she looks better with green hair, but that's because I like green hair. And yes, screw the rules. I have green hair. That's what I was saying. Carry on with the game. Sorry. Back to Stephen Fry. If we approach them in the right way, there's a good chance they'll agree to let her see it. That Esper is either going to save us or dig us an early grave. And I think that's possibly the end of the fucking scenario, isn't it? There we go! Brilliant. Now we got a bit of narrator to tell us we're moving on to the next one. Because the Irishman is the finest boy ever. No one's actually redeemed the other one yet. I'm waiting for them to redeem the third one. The three groups have arrived in Narsh. Narrator obviously is Morgan Freeman, of course. And now a decisive battle is about to unfold. Are you fucking ready for this, people? Are we good to go? Because I hope you're fucking ready for this. Oh, the Elder, of course, the Elder. Yes, this is the Elder of the Narsh. It's the guy in charge of Narsh, because they're so antiquated that they don't have a mayor, they have an elder. They're just the oldest fucking person gets to be in charge of things, which, let's be honest, is not a very good system for running a place, because old people sometimes, I mean, eventually you're going to end up with a person running the place is kind of senile, and that's just not... was that an ageist thing for me to say? It might have been, but fuck it, I'm playing a drunk aristocrat, so I can be a bit rude if I want to, I guess is how we sort of say this, isn't it? Yeah, and it's just you understand kind of what I'm trying to get across here. I think that generally speaking, making just the oldest person who you've got lying around the person who runs the place isn't necessarily the best system of government. There's the bell. Thank you for redeeming that, Alex. Hope that was fun. I do. I do lots of silly voices, even when I'm not being a celebrity. There is that available as part of the stream. Because, hey, it's funny. And obviously, because we have Stephen Fry playing Arvis, who is going to be arguing for the town to join the battle, and the Elder obviously is going to be arguing against him. It makes absolute sense that, of course, the Elder is going to be played by Alan Davis. Mixed together. No, I'm not. We're not doing a mix. It's going to be one after the other. I'm just going to tell you that right now. If you redeem two things get redeemed at once, we do them one after the other. I can't do French and at the same time. Not right now, anyway. Anyway, carry on. The Camperista, yeah, that's the one that no one's redeemed yet. Okay. I understand what you're saying, but you're asking for us to spill our blood for you. That's not what we asked. But it will be the result. Ha! You're absolutely right. Bannon. We're asking you to spill your blood. Emperor Geshal is racing to acquire even greater Magitech power. That's the reason he wants the Esper that was discovered here. If we allow the Empire to continue expanding its Magitech arsenal, history's greatest mistake will be repeated. The War of the Magi. Everyone knows of it. The legendary conflict that laid waste to the world. I mean, the world's recovered pretty well, clearly, if it did happen. Are you saying it can happen again? I thought humans to be wiser creatures. Oh, you are fucking stupid, aren't you? No wonder you're played by Alan Davis. Okay. Edgar! Oh, here we go. More people. Add them in now. Sabin, you all right? Who have you brought along? One moment. This one. Okay, this is not. There we are. That one. And where is he? Where the fuck did Ken go? I don't know. Oh, there he is. I am Sion, a warrior of the kingdom of Doma. Whoa, gal. I'm very glad to hear that, Griffin. Though I hope that's just an indication of how much fun the stream is and not of your life, as it were. I hope your life is also filled with smiles and laughter in good places. The Empire killed everyone in Doma down to the last child. Kefka poisoned them. Barbaric! Elder! But that was because Doma was collaborating with the Returners. As long as Nash remains neutral, we have nothing to fear from the Empire. Think again. Here he comes. Everyone's here! We've got everybody here! Look! The Empire's poised to attack Nash as we speak. What? Oh God. Wait until the big battle begins, maybe, Alex, because we're in quite a long cutscene right now. I don't want to waste your time, the time that you buy, as it were. Locke, where did you manage to get your hands on information like that? Celes was one of the Empire's general. So it's her! I thought she looked familiar! Stir gal, step aside! Oh, there you go. The infamous General Celes, the woman single-handedly responsible for the sack of Miranda. Stand and meet thy judgment, Imperial wench! Wait! Celes has promised to join the returners. She is fighting on our side now. Be that as it may, I promised I'd protect her and I won't give up a woman I've sworn to protect. See, now, that kind of annoys me, because we all know Celes could easily defend herself. Locke, you still haven't gotten over that, have you? What has he not gotten over? I guess we'll find out. I was also an Imperial soldier. What?! The Empire is evil, but that doesn't mean all of its citizens are. I'm gonna have to defer to my brother on this one. The Empire is marching on Nash! We don't have long! Yes. I love that frickin' thing. Such a great quote, that one. We'll wait out the cutscene. Yeah, wait out the cutscene, then we're going to go for it. Okay, anyway, here we go. Keith goes on screen, so let's get him in here as well. I think the Elder's probably off screen now for a bit. Oh, no, he's on again for a bit. So let's just add Keith to the roster, and then we've got everyone. I don't care what you have to do. Just get me that Esper. Keith, sir, what about the civilians? What about them? Kill them all! Sir, Nash is a neutral city. Idiot! Read my lips. Mercy is for wimps. There's a reason oppose rhymes with dispose. If they get in your way, kill them! March! Yep. Seems the choice has been made for us. Let us make ready for war. They're here for the Esper. We moved it up to the cliffs above the valley. Smart thought, that. Then that's where we'll make our stand. This is kind of badass, this bit. Okay. Right, we'll remove a few people always go with this. Locke has a complicated past. Don't go falling for him now, thinking he was protecting you out of love back there. Thanks for your concern, but I'm a soldier, not some love-starved twit. So much for my next suggestion. Yeah, he censored that one on the SNES too. Terra, who'd have thought we'd meet again like this? Ooh, that's interesting. They didn't put... That's a new line they've added to this. I like that. That's good, because that does make sense. You can use magic too, can't you? But it's different from mine. I was raised to be an Imperial Magitech Knight. When I was still very young, I was artificially infused with magic. Is it possible for you to love other people? Are you mocking me? Don't even think for a moment that I trust thee. Fine. Use your own eyes and see for yourself which side I'm on. good bit of screen time there for our Celeste. Now, here we go. So, you may remember that back when the game was but young, and we were, says Keira Knightley, yep, chat did well on that one. I think she was a very good cast. Yes, back but when we were just starting the game, as it were, we were, yes, we can get rid of him too. We were, oh look, they've done it again. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Back when we just started, we did the thing where Locke and all the Moogles fought off the Narshe guards, and we had different parties. We are going to do the same thing again. We're going to have 3 different parties, but we're going to have our character, but with the cast, and we're going to be dividing them up. So then, it's not going to be a full party in each time. We have to make decisions there. And yeah, here we are once again. They've given us a free recovery spring. This is a new addition in the in this version of the game. They have they've added recovery springs in to little places because there were just like 2 of them in the whole freaking game, which is nice of them. Right, we're going to do a save, and now we're going to go around and unequip everyone of everything because we need to try and work out how we're best going to rock this. Because I want to fuck these guys up, and to do that properly is going to require us to make sure we're doing it right, as it were. So removal. Before we do that, we have to go through all these guys, right? Equip. Remove all. Now, in future situations, guys, we've come full circle voiceover. We have. Oh, here we go. Okay, right. Okay, so we're going to do the camp barista for the next 5 minutes then. We're going to take for the most decisive, epic battle of the game so far, I'm going to be talking like this, okay? So so you just let me know how you want your caramel soy milk extra macchiato, and we're gonna work it out, okay? Thank you. So we're going to make sure that we've got the everyone equipped with the right stuff, because you don't want to go in with the wrong equipment. Otherwise, everything's going to go just terribly wrong, and we don't want things to go terribly wrong. That would be less than ideal. Celeste, yes, we like you too. We're going to get rid of that there, and you put your stuff there. And Gao, you haven't got anything on you anyway, but it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna change that and get rid of those. Okay, cool. Now we'll equip people again when we actually start the battle, but right now we're gonna get the battle started, okay? So I'm gonna start by talking to Bannon. He says, "Are you ready?" Because he is Brian Blessed, and that's how he talks. And we say, "Yes, this is the barista. Yes, this is the barista, Griffin." And here is the Moogle saying, "Protect the Esper from Kivka. Would you like an explanation?" No, because we've done this before and we know how it works. So, here's the deal. We've got to decide on our parties, and we're going to have to split them up in some way. We are essentially, the way I'm going to do this, and this may not be the optimum way of doing so, but the way I'm going to do this is I am going to make one party with 4 people in it. And I'm going to basically put our biggest ass kickers in there. Actually, no. Sorry. We're not going to use Terra. We're going to use Celeste. Camp Barista and Valley Girl are very similar to each other. Yes, it's just one is over here, and then it can do like a pendulum. It goes over here like this, and now suddenly I'm a Valley Girl, and now I'm a Camp Barista. You see, Camp Barista, Valley Girl. That's the big difference. Okay, and then we're gonna put these 2 in a party here, and then we're just going to leave Cyan there on his own, and his job, basically, because we have to have 3 parties, we're not have 2, is to stand in front of the bad guy, in front of Bannon, and make sure he doesn't get his ass kicked. Yeah, it's basically our last line of defense, to make sure it doesn't all go to shit. Oh, if it isn't General Celes, the traitor! Excellent! Now we won't have to hunt you down later! And here they come. So those green ones are going to be the easier bad guys, and the brown ones are going to be the harder bad guys. That's how it's going to work. Go get those vile insects! I think before I do this again, when we next have a big Kefka section, I really need to rewatch Deadpool to make sure I've really got this. Now, the reason we're putting Loke in the main party isn't actually because he's a serious ass kicker at the moment. It's because we want to steal some shit during this battle. Because stealing stuff is good. Okay, now we're just making sure that everyone is well equipped. Yes, that's all good. And that's fantastic. Okay. Oh shit, something's gone wrong here because I haven't got any body armor for him. Well, we have fucked up good and proper there. But what we can do, I think, is I think he can possibly use a different thing, can he? Yeah, we can give him leather armor. Okay. Put the buckler there. And then that way, Saban can have his... oh yeah, and we can put them all in the fucking back row right now. Except for Loke. And actually, we don't want Celeste to be using the Rune Blade because we're going to be using that on Terra. So thank you. I'm very glad you enjoyed my Ryan Reynolds impersonation. I did a lot of work on it. Fun fact, actually, the first session we played this, people cast Kefka as Jack Nicholson, so he was talking a bit more like this. But then they decided that he would be. Then someone suggested Ryan Reynolds later on, and we realized, oh my god, that would be just the most amazing suggestion. Let's go with that, and so that's what we went with. We decided to recast, and so we ended up with that. Anyway, I'm just putting these on. I probably should have done this before the battle because they're probably getting reasonably close now. Yeah, there's some green guys over there. It's okay. We don't need to worry too much about it. We're gonna get this all sorted before that. So we're gonna give Loke. No, he doesn't need a ribbon. He could do with the Geiger's glove though because he is all about fighting people and hitting them and shit. And we're gonna give him the sniper thing. Yep. Okay, that's good. And then Gao. Let's see. What have we got for you, sweetie? You can have the ribbon, darling. And we're going to give you the white cape. Oh no, actually we're going to give you the Hermes sandals because then you've got automatic haste on. And there's the alarm. Brilliant. Okay, thank you so much for redeeming the camperist. I've been looking forward to busting out that one for a long time. Yeah, I need to get another load of silly voice. I need to work on my silly voice collection. It's been a while since I was doing things like that. And let's give her the white cape as well. Good. That is a good selection there. Now, meanwhile, we're going to switch the parties. Terra, you're gonna, and Edgar, you're gonna stand here. We're gonna optimize you here. Move back. Bump that. That's what we want there. Relic for you can be the silver spectacles, and then Edgar. Thank you for all your patience here, people waiting for me to do this. Just want to make sure we're all in the best situation because I want to make sure the guys who are on the front row obviously are going to be the most pimped out. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the one party that we've got. I love how they've remixed the music here because they've got the main theme coming out through this, which didn't used to be there. The new remix of the soundtrack is absolutely superb, I have to say. Excellent. There we are. And then your job is to stand right there in front of Bannon and just not let anyone get to him, basically. Cool, right now let's kill things. So, Rage, Templar, we're going to just destroy these fuckers, basically. We're not really up against anyone who's got magic right now, so there's no point in us using... Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Not a fucking chance, matey. Absolutely. Add Valley. Yes, we should absolutely add Valley Girl to it. Definitely. And we've got to re-add the Angry Old Irishman. Yes. You know what? I'm going to just log into Twitch while I'm battling these guys. So I'm going to multitask like the hero that I am. Right. Need to make sure we nobble all these other fuckers. Yeah, you can see that our current party that we've got is actually pretty powerful. And if Gao's thing manages to target everyone, it's just, it's just ridiculous, basically. Yes, and we're actually going to move Saban into the front row because of that. That's what we need to do. Right, take this one out now. It's actually one of those points where having sprint shoes might actually be useful because we can move around a bit quicker. But yeah. love them bringing the main theme into this. It's just so freaking cool. And actually, you know what? I think actually put him into the front row because he's got the Genji glove on. Doing him front row and having him fight is actually probably going to be a little bit more ass kicking right now for him than what he's than having him use the blitzers. Just potions right now, but these guys, all these guys also have a rare steal, and it's worth doing it just for that. Also, you want to steal from Kifka. And Log actually is pretty powerful when we get him just doing fighting, because he has got quite a few things that are boosting those things on. When we're up against enemies that are going to be using more magic, then we will be using, then Celeste will be using Runic, and we'll have Gao using a different thing. Obviously. The angry old Irishman is back, people. He is now a redeem again. And I'll get the Valley Girl in for you in just a second. And goodbye, Julia! It's been lovely having you here. Thank you so much. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Go, 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 go. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, we are fucked. We are so fucked. No, we're not. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Oh, we're good. Whew. I mean, to be honest, if it ends up with just hitting Cyan, he's probably going to go down, but it's going to slow them down enough that hopefully one of us will get it there. The one that's Terra and Edgar are probably going to be alright. They're probably going to kick these guys' ass. Yeah. I love the song too. It's so good the way they've done this. It'll be amusing, but it might be hard to throw. Gottfried. Yeah, we'll think about him. Okay, well. Right, now that one is going to hit. Oh, no, they said us. Good, okay. Oh, God, but he's got us from behind. They've hit us from behind, sir. Bash. Bash. Right, yeah. I freaking love it. It's so cool, the way they've remixed it. I can't get over it. It's so badass. From behind, yep, absolutely a tag. It is so heroic, exactly. Because this is always a pretty good theme anyway, the mass battle theme. But the fact they've mixed in that, I can't wait to see how they're going to remix some of the other themes coming up later on, like the freaking Atma Weapon boss fight music and stuff. It's going to be, yeah, very excited now. Very excited. My little old school nerd heart is so full right now. Right, here we go. Rage. Yeah, keep the Templar up. Templar's good. We must move Sabin to the front row. I keep forgetting. Bam. That's alright, it's over anyway. As soon as that happens, it's done. Now we're up against some harder guys. Ah, yes, Fidors. Big friggin' dogs. Yeah, I think Fidor actually has magic, which is weird, let's be honest. Wham. Take down this one as well. Right, and now Valley Girl's been added as well. Okay, there we are. Right, now I've got to get back to chat so I can see what you idiots have been saying. I say idiots, you guys are wonderful. I love you to bits. I really do. A very special human way. Oh, okay, Alex, that's a good one. Yeah, Gao is absurdly strong. Gao is so OP at this point in the game. It's ridiculous. But yes, okay, so let's try and do this for you, Alex. I will happily, I'd be very happy to call you my Knutschkugel. Is that right? Knutschkugel? Right. Oh, Magitech Barrier. I believe that, I don't think that's Reflect. I think it just puts Shell on him. Yeah, boomf. Doesn't matter. He's dead anyway. Bam. That was so cute. Thank you. I did it reasonably. Oh, no shit. Yeah, he has got reflect on him. Okay, right. Well, we need to be careful about that. Incorrect blitz input. Oh, dear. But now that we've got Gao using that one, there's nothing to stop us, of course. Yep, bye-bye. Using Runic. So that if they do use magic, we get it. Kiss ball? Is that a Knutschkugel? It's a wonderful. That was very good. Dankeschön. Right, I'm just gonna get the potions out for a second. It's like we don't have a fudge ton of them. Because that's what happens in Final Fantasy games. You end up with too many frickin' potions. Okay. Steal from the dog. Pretty sure the dog's got something. I can't remember what though. Oh, I've also just realised, of course, I should be putting Gao into the front row because half the time he's going to be using the fight command, and that's going to be doing half damage if he's in the back row. So, and because we can't control whether he does it or not, we might as well have him in the front row as well. So we're only going to keep her in the back row. Generally speaking, unless you've got nothing to steal. Okay, right, I was wrong about the thing. Or did I already steal the thing the dog had? I can't remember. Never mind. Anyway, all the level ups are good. But like I say, as you probably noticed, when they level up, they're only getting hit points up. I've told you this before, but you don't up your other stats until later on in the game. When, oh yeah, preemptive strike, bitches! Well, we still get that out, do we? Okay, fine. Use technique need to be longer. Okay, Knutschkugel, like that. I'm only been stealing potions, but what the hell? It's worth it just in case you get the rare steals sometimes, because sometimes these guys have just amazing shit. Particularly, but there you go, Dankeschön. Particularly these ones that you can only get, like, you know, this one time. I think that's it. I think we've beaten them all. There we are. That was easy enough. And now, people, it's time. Oh no, we've got to get that guy first. Yes. Ah, yes, and it's worth us definitely being able to pop this guy with the. Right, I'm actually going to wait until we've done the steal on this. Yeah, because a mithril vest is well worth frickin' stealing. There we are. Oh shit, he's down. Okay, never mind. Who cares? You got your steal out anyway. Oh god, is the moo okay? This guy may be immune to snare, I'm not sure. It's good silliness, don't worry. Actually, I just realised, of course, what we should be doing with Sabin is Meteor Strike. Well, we're going to find out if Snare works on this guy now. Oh, it does! Brilliant. There we are. Happy days. Not sinless. We love being a menace. I love you being a menace. It's amazing. Yeah, the art is pretty good, isn't it? The in my opinion, the actual art for the characters, the portrait art, as it were, I'm not actually. The portrait art's okay, but the sort of bigger art that you would have seen in the introduction sequence that we did earlier on, was Smooch Ball. I love that. I think that's great. I never really liked that much, but yeah, I love the character art, and the monster art is fantastic. It works great. The guy does. I mean, I believe it's the same artist doing the monsters and the characters, which is probably where the problem came, because the guy clearly specialised in monsters. Right, and now finally, people, finally, we are going to get to hit Kiefka. We're going to actually get to give him a proper rogering. We've been wanting to do it for a long time. We still haven't met the game's main big bad, don't forget. We haven't come across Gemperor Geshar properly yet, but soon, people, soon. There we are. Get the Mithril Vest onto Gao, and now we've got some really good shit. Okay. Here we are. I think... Oh no, we're going to put Gao on the front row. Now, this is where we have a slight issue, because I want to use Celes on, like, pure Runic the whole way through the battle. And Gao, we didn't get Stray Cat, so we don't have the obvious thing to put, physical thing to put him in, but we'll see what we go for. Here he is. Soft Sock, Deadpool, and face, exactly. I'm trying to think what the best one to do, because essentially if we use Templar, she's just gonna get his. When she does Runic, she's just gonna get the Faraga. So we might. Darkwind is not going to help us. Moo isn't going to help us because obviously we can't do that to them. I'm trying to think of anything we've got that she's not going to end up grabbing. No, because that won't work either, of course. I think we're going to keep it simple, guys, and we're just going to use Leaf Bunny. And then, right, Meteor Strike, 3, 2, down, up. And obviously we want to steal Kefka's ship. But funnily enough, Kefka is going to be using a lot of magic in this game. That pose is, yeah, the pose is everything. He is more sort of meant to be like a court jester, as it were, than a clown. That's essentially what he is. He's the court mage. Is officially his title, as it were. Yeah, the incisors are doing pretty good damage actually on him. Oh, fuck's sake, really? Is that all we got? I think there is a better one possible, but yeah, anyway. But notice how basically he can't do shit because we're runicking him. Oh god, I gotta stop having him save him do defense because he can just smash him now. Right. Because what we really want to do is suplex this fucker. Down, up, boom. But we can't. You can't suplex him. He must be. He must count as floating or something. That's a shame. We'll go with the Aura Bolt then. You can't go wrong with a quick Hadouken. Grr! Don't think you've won! And he fucks off, of course, because of course that wasn't going to be the end of Kefka. I'm sure we'll see him again. We do get a peace ring for free. That's good. Yeah, you can suplex a train, but can't suplex the count. Apparently, yep. It's heavier than a train, confirmed. I think he has inherent float on him. That's the issue, Avalon. I'm not sure why. He just does. I won't forget this. We did it. Where's the Esper? Okay, people, we're going to do this cutscene, and then I'm going to leave you guys after that. Is it all right? Remember how I called this episode Heroes Gone Wild? I might not have just been referring to Cow. Whew, the Esper's safe. It also appears to be alive. Is that even possible? Terra? What is it? What is it? Sorry, I'm trying to do my lieutenant. Here we go. That's new. I'm pretty certain Locke used to pull himself off. Good to see Celeste getting in there and helping him from the other way around. It looks like they have done bits to try and make Celeste a little bit less of someone with Trinity Syndrome, which was kind of a thing in the first thing. Anyway, back to the cutscene. No! Wait for it. Terra and the Esper. They're reacting to each other? What is this I'm feeling? Did you say something? Please tell me. Gotta say, Saoirse Ronan was a great casting, guys. Well done. Who am I? Who? Terra? The Esper. It's responding to her. Terra. Get away from that thing. Yep. This fucking thing. Like, I remember watching that the first time and thinking, fuck yeah, that's fucking cool. We go flying like that in mode 7. Are you awake? Where's Terra? She turned into a something and flew off. She looked like... Oh, God, Riley. Hey, you missed the big reveal. But yeah, Terra talked to the Esper, and as Sella said, she just turned into a something and flew off. She looked like... She looked like an Esper. Look, you okay? Something's happened to Terra. There must be a connection between her and that Esper. We need to find her. Witness has said she went streaking westward across the sky beyond Figaro. We've got to hurry. I promised I'd protect her. Look. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The Empire will be back again for that Esper. And someone needs to protect Bannon. Apparently he can't do it himself. She's a former Imperial soldier. But still, we must help her. Let's split up. Those who aren't searching for Terra will stay here to guard against further attacks. Figaro Castle can shuttle us to the shuttle the others to the Western Province. It shouldn't be hard to track down clues in Collagen or Gidor as to Terra's whereabouts. And this is where we're going to leave it, people. We will get to choose what our party is, and yes, it is going to the chat as to what we're going to have. Now, there's a slight issue that I think we only get a poll of 5 at the moment. So I think let's just do it now. Let's make the decision now, people. So if everyone in chat who wants to choose a party member, give us a name, and we'll count out how many names get up there. Give us the feel free to doesn't matter if someone's put the name in already. The one that gets the 4 that get the most votes will make up our party. And if if everyone chooses the same one, we'll work it out from there anyway. So we're having to do a poll without a poll, basically, because there's 6 possibilities and there's only 5 answers, unless there's one character we definitely want to have. So yeah, Gao. 1 point for Gao. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm going all in on Team Celeste, yes. You're currently drawing Saban. Okay, cool. Alright, so we've got 1 vote for Gao, 1 vote for Celeste. Oh, and actually, guys, I'm going to say this quite clearly. We want Loke in the party for this bit because there is a big bit of plot for Loke if we go into the next bit. Though, I mean, we can come back to it later, I suppose. But in one of the towns we're going to, there will be a big plot bit for Loke. So if we have Loke with us, that would be good for that bit. But we don't have to. But yeah, it looks like we got... Celeste is definitely in by the looks of things. We've got 2 of those. So tell you what. It looks like we all want... Oh my goodness! Caitlin's raiding us! We're just about to finish though, Caitlin! I'm sorry! Ah! How was your stream though, darling? How did it go? It's okay. Well, thank you all the same for the raid. How was your stream? Was it good? It went well. Fantastic. Yeah, perfect time for us to end. Watch our stream after Jed ended. This is what VODs are for, Avalon. Okay. It seems that we all want frickin' we all want Celes, so we can have and I'm going to open this up for additional votes for just 100 cuppers. So if you want to vote more than once, you can. You can use your cuppers to do extra votes for more than one character. And let's see what we go for. We will come up with a method for you to be able to choose the party every time we choose a party. Here we are. Here we are. Can I change my vote for Locke? Yeah. Go right ahead. Hello there, Raptor Audio. Lovely to have you here, my friend. Welcome to the party. Go on, Celes. But yeah, put Locke on then. It's all right. Yeah. Hey, everyone likes it. But yes, indeed. Sorry. Let's give a shout out for Caitlin. Obviously, let me do that right now. That should hopefully work for you there. Giving our thing there. Oh, you see playing Duolingo. Duolingo? Really? You're streaming Duolingo? Okay, cool. So yeah, there's plenty of votes there. Put those votes in, people, for who you want there. Okay, well, Locke's in the party. No, we probably don't need any more votes for Locke, people. Practicing your French. Great. Why not? What a fantastic thing to stream. I think that's a great idea. We're all about. It looks like we got Cyan and Gao are the other two, which is fine. We can work with that. We are. Don't forget, you can do more. You can vote more than once for just 100 cuppa. What I could have done. You draw a poll on who to drop. You know, we could have done that. That's what we should have done. That's what we should have done, probably. That would have been better. We'll do it next time. We'll do that next time, mate. Because there's going to be another party switch sometime soon. It does feel a bit cruel, but it's funny. Yeah. But yeah, looks like Cyan's definitely in anyway, and I think so. We're probably going to be getting Gao as well, but we're waiting to the end of the party. That's a pretty good party, to be honest. There is actually, I mean, okay, I'll tell you guys for free. There is one other option, which is that we can take a party of 3, and when we get to Colligan, we can hire Shadow. However, Shadow will fuck off at some point, completely beyond our control, and leave us with three party members again. So I don't recommend that one, which is why I'm not given the option. But it is a thing you can technically do. But yeah, we are. Okay, brilliant, fantastic. Oh, and thank you for the 2 channel points. So for the 200 channel points there, Alex. But yeah, we're having Locke, Cyan, Gao, and Celes. That's great, brilliant. That's a fabulous party. Leaving the Figaro brothers here is a fantastic way to do it. It makes sense as well. They'll do their thing there. That could actually be our collaboration right there. Avalon, just saying. Could be we could be. I'm gonna quick save now to finish things off. But yeah, could be the Figaro brothers left alone in Narsh while everyone else goes out to end up spit roasting a random girl from Narsh or something. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. There's a note to end it on right there. Thank you all very much for joining. We got 15 people. We got to raid someone. Let's see who's on to raid. Let's find someone. I'm not gonna. Now, because of the way we're doing this, I'm not going to raid you into a Final Fantasy VI stream because there's because spoilers and stuff. Unless there's someone who's like literally just starting. But I usually like to raid music streams because they're always a nice thing to go, oh shit, Johnny the Ginger's on. Okay, well that's just not even a fucking question. Johnny the Ginger's just finished his Final Fantasy 6 playthrough. I've been hanging out with him a few times and he's awesome. So we're going to go raid his stream. We're going to come in and give him a thing. So let's do it. Okay. And yeah, he's funny as fuck. So you're going to have a lovely time in his playthrough. place. So let us do this. And see you later, Island. Yep. Here's the pimp hangover figure. Everyone else who's still around, please do come along just for the raid, just for a few minutes if possible. It does. It's a lovely thing to do, and it does make. Not only is it good for the streamer, but also it results in more people following me and helps me as well. It's just good networking. So yeah, here we go. Okay. The raid has been created, and we're going to go jump them. 7 minutes. All right, here we go. And go! Boom.